Hello everyone and welcome back to Conquering the Frontier here on the New Frontier map with Artemus. We are in front of our sawmill here, just picked up some planks long that we are going to need for our house building project. And then we are going to move on to our biggest project yet. We have to clear some trees. And we're going to be building a fantastic addition to our farm here. So it's going to really start taking shape. Looks like we are on the go. Taking some long planks to the construction project. It's really coming along here and looks like these long planks will be used for roofing. Very nice. Got those dropped off. We are going to need a couple of tractors. So I think we'll go ahead and jump in our stair. We're going to need our winches. I think it might be a good idea to pick up a weight as well. And we can head on over and I can explain what we are doing today. Here we are by our field yet to be named. Got a beautiful crop of canola growing. And we have some barley and oats as well. Growing strong, should be about ready. Our barley is ready. What we need to do is cut along this field here. Make a bit of a path as we are trying to get towards the back of it. Where we are going to be clearing a bit of an area as well. So that is the project for now. We're going to get some work done. Do some tree clearing. Get those winches back to the sawmill and wood chipper. And I will see you when that's done. Here we are. Nice bit of area cleared, aside from some small stragglers. But that is alright for what we have planned. So what we are going to do with this area is we're going to build a dairy farm. So yeah, we are getting into dairy cows, and of course we are going to go all in, do it properly. We needed quite a bit of area for that. So we chose this location. It is close to our grass field and is still fairly close to our main farm. We are gonna go ahead and build our barn, as well as some other bits, make it look all pretty. And we'll be right back when that's done. Here we have our dairy farm all built up. Let's go ahead and take a look around. So this is the path running along the field here. Now we cleared the trees for. Then up here on the left we have a grass dryer. So we load in our grass right here. And then it goes up. You can see it up here. Goes in here. And there are these grates on the floor, and that dries it all nice. Then it gets moved over here. Then we can extract it from this pipe here into a trailer of some sort. Nifty little thing. So we won't have to do any grass drying out in the field. We can do it all right here. And we have a nice pasture for our cows as well. It reaches all the way back to Albert Park. So that should be plenty of space. We left some trees. Scratch posts for the cows, as well as got a nice big tree added for some shade as well. So if they want to lay out here, that is very much possible, or they can go back into the barn. So 3 sections effectively. In the middle we have the feeding hall, so we can drop in our feed right here. Then either side they have some nice areas. And the milk tank, we can pick up the milk from here. And then over this way we have the slurry, as well as the opening to deliver some feed. Aha. Yes, we can open all of these as we wish. Keep it closed for now. And of course we will have to get some slurry tankers eventually. Make use of the free fertilizer. But before we can get some cows, we're going to need some feed. What we are going to do is mow up Albert Park, which is now ready. So it is all fully grown. So that's a big project ahead of us, doing that mowing. We're going to put some in here and some into our still open bunk by the BGA. So we're going to split it that way. Now, if we need silage for TMR, we can get some from there. And then, as a future project, we are going to make a path across here over to Albert Park. And I think this area here might be suitable for some silage bunks as well. So we can have everything in one place for TMR. The Artemus is off, so we'll follow along. We'll get this dropped off and get a mower attached. Then it's on to mowing Albert Park. Now that is the first time we're gonna be mowing it in its extended state. That's gonna be an interesting project. So yeah, we'll go ahead with that next. That's all the grass in Albert Park picked up. We ended up deciding to put it all in the hay dryer. That way we have a nice stockpile in the future. I don't think we quite managed to fill it up, but that's alright. I think this will last us quite a while. So, nothing to worry about there. Just gonna hop out here. As Artemus gets the last little bit in. And there we go. I can head up here and take a look. We are at 216,000. So yes, quite a pile. And we are almost at capacity. This can hold 250,000, so we're not that far off. So good to know that one cut of Albert Park will pretty much fill this up. That is it for today. Got a lot done. And next time we have harvesting to look forward to. I think we'll have quite a few fields ready. And we are also going to be getting our cows. But if you liked today's episode, drop a like, leave a comment if you have any tips, tricks, or suggestions. Make sure to check out Artemus' channel down in the description. Make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss the next episode of Conquering the Frontier.